have a theory after listening to the discourse about this couple. And my theory is that if you grew up in the pick-me-girl era, you think this couple is cute. For the record, I'm not shaming it. I'm just saying I feel like there's a relationship between couple norms and like how couples show up and how women show up and what they were allowed to do depending on when they grew up. So if you think about the pick-me-girl era, that was the time when it was like cool for girls to pander to men. It was like cool to think that everything a guy thought was cool. It was cool for a girl to think those things were cool too. And part of that was sense of humor. So if you notice, like men connect by like making fun of each other. Like that's how men bond. And so the way that like pick-me-girls grew up is like picking on each other and letting men pick on you was considered cool. Of course, that's gonna show up in your relationships. So if you grew up in that like pick-me-girl era time, like you are now probably an elder millennial or you're probably a Gen Xer. So like picking on each other is just part of how you show love. So I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying that's how you show love because that was what was normal to you. Then I think about like the therapy generation and that generation talks more about this concept of vulnerability. And when you're like poking at someone as a way to show love, it's a way to circumvent having to be truly honest about how you feel. And like saying loving things is very vulnerable. And I think that people that grew up in this era of like being more authentic, sharing your actual feelings, to them it feels insincere to be like always making fun of someone. I also think we now live in a time where embracing liking girly things is cool. Like I think about like the Barbie movie and loving Taylor Swift. Like that used to be like cringy and not something we openly talked about in the pick-me-girl era. But now like younger girls, like they get to embrace their womanhood and it's not seen as something like embarrassing. It's not something that they're hiding. And I think with that, like feminine social norms have become a little bit more normalized as well, which includes like not wanting to embrace a male sense of humor, which is like the kind of the negging dynamic. This is word vomit, but I'm just getting at like I feel like that's why the internet is divided on like some people being like, okay, everyone's overreacting, this couple is cute, and there's other people being like, oh my God, girl, get out of this relationship. I feel like that's what the confusion is.